All right, good morning, traders. Today is July 28th, 2023. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room here at Hit and Run Candlesticks. We're going to take a look at the SPY this morning. My SPY pivot is going to be 455, and we'll look at the pre-market. You can see we're up here challenging that 455 area right now. Now, yesterday's price action, we had a gap up and a sharp sell-off. Are still in a daily bullish uptrend. We're still in an hourly uptrend. It may be an ugly looking uptrend, but we still are in an hourly uptrend. We're challenging that trend indicator. Yesterday turned it red for a little bit. We're back green. 3 is up over the 8 EMA, so we're still in an hourly uptrend right now. So we'll take that. We got the daily uptrend still intact. Now let's go take a look at my morning SPY pivot. Again, it's going to be 455. Take a look at the QQQ. QQQ on the daily chart, still bullish. Green trend indicator. Gap up, fade back. If you notice yesterday's price action, we got a higher low and a higher high. So we're still bullish on the QQQ. SPY price action from yesterday, higher high and lower low. So we'll see what happens here with the SPY. Now let's take a look at IWM. IWM price action from yesterday, lower low, higher high. So we could see an inside day here on the IWM. We're looking for continuation in all 4 indices. We'll see what happens here. We could get the rubber band effect, whereas you see price moved up and could be slung back down on this downtrend line right here. Like to see us break that downtrend line and have some continuation to the upside. So I'm looking for continuation to the downside, kind of create that that neck that goes with the head and shoulders. So we'll see what happens here in the IWM. If we take a look at our T2122, we fell out of the buy zone and we challenged the midpoint here yesterday evening. So we'll see if we can climb back into that buy zone or if it's going to continue all the way down to the sell zone. Notice we got on the 15-minute T2122, you get lower highs and lower lows. There's your clue right there that today should be selling. As soon as you see lower highs and lower lows, it's time to start selling right there. And we got another lower high and a lower low on T2122. T2123, we gapped up, went sideways, and we came back to test the previous day's close right there. So you can see here we are on the T2123 15. We turn the trend indicator red and we're currently selling off right now. T2123 on the 3-bar chart, still a lot of space, still very bullish. Let's get some space between the price action and the trend indicator right there. Let's head back to our moving average chart. And we'll take it out a little bit further and go to the 3 EMA. Alright, so let's take a look at the diamonds. Here we are with the diamonds. And we got a lower low and a equal high right up there at the diamonds. Could be a top for the diamonds. We'll see what happens. And you can see we're gapping up almost to the midpoint here. 354.27. Again, I'm looking for continuation to the downside. We'll see if we get that. I'm looking for possible MMRP in all 4 indices. So we'll see if we can spot one in either a 4-hour chart or a 2-hour chart or an hourly chart, maybe even the daily chart. So we'll see what kind of price action we get this morning. There's the diamond, still in a daily uptrend, still doing quite well. IWM, still in a daily uptrend. QQQ, still in a daily uptrend. SPY, still in a daily uptrend. Everything's still in uptrends. Trends aren't broken. We did challenge our 8 EMAs on quite a few of those indices yesterday. Now, here's the one that moves the market, the FNGU. FNGU has crossed under the 8 EMA on the daily chart. Notice the 3 is now underneath the 8, and the trend indicator is red. That means price has now entered a space or an area below the 17 EMA. Possible downtrend has started on FNGU. We'll see if they can break this downtrend line today or on Monday and stay within this uptrend channel started back in, well, about the middle of May. So we'll see what happens on the FNGU. Right now, we are in, I would say, a 2-hour downtrend. And we have only a lower high so far in the 2-hour. And on the hourly, we have a lower high, no lower low yet. So we just have a lower high. So on the 15-minute, yeah, we got lower high and lower low. So in the 15-minute, we have a 15-minute downtrend on the FNGU. Now, let's look around the market, take a peek at, let's just go look at gold. Gold coming in tight to a trend line right here, getting a possible bounce in the pre-market. So here's an opportunity for a green candle coming right off of a trend line as a possible entry point for a long position in gold. Gold has just now started its uptrend line. It's only in its infancy. You can see we had this pullback right here for about 2 months. And now we're starting the uptrend line. This would be our first opportunity right here with a green candle to enter into a gold uptrend and take a position right off the trend line. So there's gold, silver. Silver, about the same thing. We got pullback. And you can see here we are getting close to the trend line. If we get a green candle today, might present an opportunity to enter silver long. The only thing I don't like about silver is the 3 is underneath the 8 EMA. Maybe wait till it gets over, or you could be a little bit premature and enter a trade that probably encompasses right over this pullback right here. So anywhere over 2250 would be a good long in silver if you like playing the trends right there. So there's USO. USO on the daily chart still very bullish. I'd like to see this cool off. I don't want to see it continue to run. I kind of just want to see it rest. It could very well just keep going though. Nice trend in the USO. Really like to see it cool off for a couple weeks and just bull flag over to the right. That would be more likely. That would be more acceptable for me. More likely, I don't know if it'll be more likely. But still looking good, USO. Next one, Nat Gas. Okay, so here's Nat Gas. And here's an opportunity to pick up at the trend line right there. You got, all I'm doing is connecting these lows. So here we are, possible green candle showing up today in UNG. And again, the only thing I don't like is the 3 is underneath the 8. But if we got halfway over this midpoint right here, here's our pullback. So anywhere over 715 would be a good long play if you like playing the trends. So here's UNG. Could have an opportunity today to pick up a position right near the trend line in UNG. And that's about it, people. I'm looking for continuation to the downside. We'll see if we get it. Any questions early this morning? Is there any way I can help anybody? You want to look at XLF? Thank you, CJ. Okay, XLF, daily chart, bullish. Had a bearish engulfing candle, still well up over the trend indicator. Financial still looking strong here. IYT happened to gap down and trade down, but recovered nicely. So you can see IYT transports spiked to 17 EMA and recovered nicely back up over the highs here. So IYT still looking very strong, and everything's bullish on that except for probably the 15-minute. And if we look at the 15-minute from yesterday's price action, you had a lower low, you had a lower high, and a lower low. That's it. Everything else is bullish on the IYT. SMH on the daily chart, still bullish. So all markets are still bullish, except for the FNGU, which is kind of challenging its 17 EMA. It's kind of in neutral. It's in the neutral zone right there. That's FNGU. SMH is bullish. So you got the 3 up over the 8. Everything's looking good. Yesterday's price action, kind of a pause right up here. But if we break over the top of that pause, still very bullish on SMH. So everything looking good there. The only one that's probably given us a little bit of havoc is FNGU. And the problem with this one is it can move the markets because the weights inside of this ETN are just so weighted in some of the other indices. So we'll see what happens with the FNGU. Market's pretty much going to go wherever this goes. So if this is going down, we're going down. If this is going up, we're probably going to be going up. So we'll see what happens today in FNGU and the indices. Let's take a look at the dollar. And I have my dollar chart here somewhere. Here's earnings. Here's economic calendar. This morning we got employee cost index and consumer sentiment and personal income and outlays at 8:30. So that's our calendar for this morning. And earnings. We'll take a look at earnings. For Friday morning earnings, we've got Procter & Gamble, ExxonMobil, Chevron, AstraZeneca, Sanofi, Colgate-Palmolive, Centene. A lot of big T. Rowe Price. A lot of big ones reporting before the market opens. It's a heavy reporting before the market opens. Wow, that's a lot. Lot of reporting before the market opens. This could be the lift that we're seeing right now. And if we take a look at our dollar, here's our dollar. This was the sell-off in the dollar yesterday, which created the lift the day before. And then, of course, this is probably a good part of yesterday's price action. Right there is this big green candle going up. That probably contributed to the sell-off that we saw. Stronger dollar is not good for the markets. Cheaper dollar makes our goods and services more affordable across the world markets. So here's the solid green bar, and we saw solid red bars yesterday. So this is probably what had a little bit of contribution to the sell-off that we saw yesterday. And that's about it. If you got any questions, I'll review a couple stocks. It's still just in a bullish uptrend, Phil, for ATVI. As long as it still stays in this bullish uptrend, there's still some movement up. It's not done till they close the, till they go to closing. So that was a nice move from 83 to 92 yesterday. Yeah. I mean, it could go up to 100. I've seen them go up well past the bid price. They could bid it up. So we'll see what happens. Tuesday night trade plan webinar is going to be let me pull up my account. I don't know if Ed posted it yet, okay? But he did post it up top. And let's look in here and see if it's in there. You go to your members page and you pan down to, scroll down to member e-learning. There it is, public e-learning. Simple chart patterns. That was on the 25th. And I'm pretty sure this was trade plans on the 20th. If that's not it, I'll post it up in the alerts. Okay? All right, traders. I'll see you all in about 40 minutes.